Good morning. It is Tuesday, January 9th. Man, I just can't keep track of the days here. Anyways, it is a Tuesday. So, we got our log dolly and we got our PV bungeed on there. We got a bucket of some supplies. We're going to try to travel light because we got to hand walk it back in the woods today because it's pretty muddy. Let's see what we're going to be doing. And I think it's probably about a quarter mile. And sorry for all the sniffling, but it's cold and my nose is runny. So I just sniffle occasionally. That's how it is. Yeah, so there's a log dolly. And the other day, we were working back here. This was a heavy leaner. And we used a come along to pull this one out. This one was kind of cut in place. This was cut in place. This one we flipped end over end once to get a little bit closer so we can get the log dolly on. And there's the stump from that work. So that's what we're going to do this morning, is see if we can use the log dolly and pull them out there, and we'll decide. I kind of already have an idea what the next plan is, but let's wait and see if we can actually get these out of here. All right. Whew, that's a lot of huffing and puffing. Whew. And sorry for all that's nose snuff, but whew. So that wasn't too bad. Those are pretty heavy trees. They're not small pine trees. Those are probably, I don't know, beech maybe? I don't know what they are, but they're heavy. So we got 2 pulled out. 2 more sections to see if we can pull up. I'm going to take a little break because that's what my body wants to do. So you take a break too. I'm going to reposition the camera after my break. Alright, short break. Actually, I think I'm going to take my coat off here because I'm starting to get pretty warm and I don't want to sweat too much and then get chilled when I'm done sweating. So we're just going to put our coat on the side here. So I really can't describe it as I'm pulling, mostly because I'm focused and out of breath, but when you see me start with the handle high and pull it low and then pull forward, what I have found, it wasn't in any instruction manual, was that those logs weigh a sufficient amount, comparable if not more to what I weigh, so I can use all the help. Instead of fighting my weight, I could use an additional double my weight pulling. So when I raise it and then pull it down, it tends to start to swing. It swings the log in that forward momentum of 100 or couple pounds with my 100 or so pounds pulling forward, adds instead of subtracts of fighting it. So that's the technique that I've found in muddy, bumpy, uneven terrain helps to move that. When it's on flat ground, just pulling is fine, but when you gotta go over stumps and through mud and through ruts, that extra momentum from the log swinging assists, or I believe it does, so that's what I do. You notice how the butt end came up on that one? We need the nose up just enough. Ideally balanced, but just with the butt end a little bit lower. So that we push down, we don't need too much. See, it's kind of balanced. So I'll just lightly drag. I want to pull through the mud, the butt end. Just coming. All right. Put it. Let's reset over here. So that one definitely was easier. Might be lighter, smaller, although pretty close to the same size as the one, but maybe not as large in diameter. But it was definitely much better balanced. And the more balanced they are, I think, makes a big difference. All right, let's see what we do with this one. This puppy's heavy. Let's see how balanced we got this one. Holy moly. Let's see if we can drag it up to the That was interesting. I've never filled up my SD card on this camera before, but the camera decided to say that it was full, it wasn't going to record anymore. So again, I apologize for the sniffles, but it's that kind of day in Buffalo. So I had to spend some time deleting some old images, and now I think we're going to use the PV just to get these logs on the side of the trail for further discussion. Yeah, really. I intentionally trim off all the little nubs, like there's 2 nubs here that I did not, and that's going to be trouble. That might be as far as it's going to go. I'm not a experienced woodsman. This is what I have found works for PV for me, so leave a comment if you have a better suggestion. But